One last time for this go around at Big Daddy's in Pueblo. We got the scratch version title match on a Sunday afternoon. It's a very hairy title match between Rowdy Torogowski and Jackson Garden. It would have been hairier, but Rowdy finally cut his hair. That's about half the hair he used to have. Believe it or not, Rowdy has a ton of talent, but he is still looking for his first career JBT title. Going up against a tough customer in Jackson Garden to get it. Was oh so close to a win yesterday in doubles. Gonna try and turn the trick today in singles. Rowdy shreds that wreck. He went spare double to open things up. Jackson can match that if he can catch a strike here in the third. He's won 2 matches in this step ladder. Beat Albuquerque's Alberto Medina in game 1. Got by that guy, Larkin Neely, in game number 2, who was the qualifying leader today. Yeah, that's you. Subdivision's wrapped up. Naomi Kennedy went 1 for 2. She beat Jonah Knowles for U17 and got beaten by Gianca Netta for girls stretch. Garden in the third to even it up. Yes, sir. Got a really good look on this pair. Expect this to be a good scoring match, even though it has not been a high-scoring weekend by any standards. There was a lot of friction both days. The friction of the surface overcame whatever pattern we put out. If we put out 58 feet of oil, I'm convinced people would be hooking the ball. Here, just sometimes the surface will overpower everything else. We've always had to adjust to that. And it wasn't just stand left, throw right either. If you leaked it out too far to the right, it started 210ing and washing out and stuff like that. The bowlers that made the cut, let alone made the ladder, were the ones who didn't get frustrated and figured out some way to make it happen. That's mostly doing so by being super deep and super angular heads. And that two-handed power just comes back and eviscerates that right. Tournament of Champions going on behind us. This championship level bowling here. 21 and under at the start of the season. That's how Rowdy's still here. Even though I heard he just got back from a real successful trip to adult nationals. You can double dip in bowling these days. As long as you're age eligible and not a PDA member. Talk about game on, spare 3-bagger. I don't know what the high game of the day was today. But there was no front nines all weekend long. None of these finalists had anything huge. Larkin 257 game 1. That's it. That's the high game that these 4 bowled all day long. Start every tournament with make your spares, and that's really what got people to the show. But right now, you might need to strike for the dough unless both bowls locked in. As much as a two-hander can be soft with the ball, that's basically what Rowdy is doing right now. It doesn't need to hit up the ball. It's just there you go. He's sitting cupcake. You don't need to axe murder that real tough part of the bristle of the knee. You just want to be nice and soft. Both Campbells did that yesterday. Jackson is certainly not ripping on it like he's capable of either, but he's hitting it more, but he's also, gosh, a good arrow and a half deeper. This ball's going to be near the 6th arrow that laid out. Just can't throw it any better. How about spare 4-bagger to start off the title match? Per bowler. Down to Tucson, Arizona next week for semi-major and Best in the West. Portland, Oregon area for a regular tournament that will be unlike any regular tournament we've ever had, as their local sponsors raised over $10,000 for a regular season tournament. You're missing that when you live within the time zone of Portland. I ask you why. caused a lot of chaos by leaving and missing a solid 8. No such trouble this time as he nails that 10 pin. Next weekend, this conference is invite weekend, the top 40 in points after Saturday, June 20th. And anybody who's made a top 5 twice. A lot of bowlers will have both of those parts of that requirement. Playoff for $1,000 for first. End of the season is the big bucks time of the year. Oh, a mile right. Wow! Wow! Similar to what happened in the handicap title match, Brantley leaked one way to the right and found an entire new area. That ball was an arrow to the right. Found friction and didn't overhook. He has got to absolutely love that. My goodness. Nobody thought that was going to hit the pocket, let alone route. So what do? Do you forget that happened and go back to what's working? Or do you think, well, if I got some more area to work with? Little educated guesses that you have to make all the way through these title matches. Well, now he's just got most of the way. That was in between that errant shot on 36 and where he'd been throwing the ball the rest of the time. And that still just set up and went dead flush and smacked that 10-pin silly. He's had all the room he could ask for. It's just a matter of execution the rest of the way, but how much Garden is going to push him. Because Jackson, of course, still has room for 269. And exactly 0 people in this bowling alley would be surprised if he finds a way to shoot. Jackson, as we all know, a very emotional bowler. He starts the day with his hair flat. And by the end of the day, he misses a couple spares, leaves a couple of those 210s, and just becomes the Kyle Troop of the Rockies. We kid, because we can. Super nice kid. Of course, his biggest claim to fame around here was designing those season 27 shirts, which I think are still everybody's favorites. I bet you think so. Oh, mile wide. And he gets the break right back. This time he's the one that leaks it to the right, and he crumbles a bucket. He did that in the earlier match, too, to lock things up where he truly crumbled a bucket. This time he rolls the 2-pin to keep things very much interesting here. Rowdy up quickly in the 8th, working on his 6-bagger. What a title match going on here at Pueblo. That looks good. You betcha, yes. The old can opener shot there as the 5-6 is the last to go out, make it a 7-bagger. He must think he's still at Nationals. Currently 11th in singles with 7-something. You shoot over 4-something in Reno, you've done good. Or Reno, right? Reno, yes. See, I'm trying to not even think about it yet. I haven't thrown a competitive ball since last Nationals. He's in the 250s. This one gets him into the 260s. Of course, sets up all the possibilities for the 10th. Well, a mile wide again. Even Rowdy's ball's not going to come back there, and he knows it. He popped up out of that one. Really fortunate not to wash out, really, in that spot. And if it wasn't game on before, it is game on now. Rowdy has a 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in JBT, but no 1st. He would love to complete the collection. First part of that now is regroup and make a spare. Neither bowler's had to shoot many spares. That's nicely done. Had to get to an area where he hasn't been in order to get that ball across Brooklyn on purpose. Very well done, but believe it or not, Jackson can now step up and strike out and shut out Toragowski. How quickly it changes in bowling. 269 still his max. The best Rowdy can do is 267. up. Oh, my viewers. I wasn't sure by his body language how much he loved that. He kind of stood up faster than usual. When he loves it, he will post that follow through almost until the ball hits the pins. Every time he stood up, the ball reacted perfectly. It is 2 strikes and 8 pins, 2 strikes and 9 pins away. Assaulting away another career title. He's got 1 billion titles in all kinds of different events. Not that many JBT titles. You look at him and say, oh, he's won 12, 13 titles. No, only 4. I think he's his title count. He's still got time to win a lot more. He's got 1 billion mile highs. He bowls anything competitive he bowls, adult or junior. That's right, he did. Crown. Now he just wants 2. He's not gonna get to. Oh my, the same ball reaction he had last time on that lane. And now he drops a little count. I couldn't have said it better. That's 257 now. 247 is his max. The only reason I zoom in on the monitor is like a magnifying glass. It's the only way to see the scores. Love having the logo back behind there, but yeah, it's a little tricky to read. Another tough spare navigated nicely from the guard. Weird part of the lane. Again, fill ball here gives him 247. Over here, see Rowdy going at a 257 pace. So Rowdy's really going to need a mark. And that's if Jackson fills. So it's important for him to get 10 on this fill ball to not allow Rowdy to get away with something like a 9 out or something. I can read lips that Ferrari saying, why the heck didn't I do that in the last couple of shots? Beautiful fill ball for Rowdy Torogowski to finally add JBT champion to his collection of resumes. Any mark will do it. 9 out will not. Does he have it? No! There was the urethane check early. He found a spot where it had to happen, and he must convert this spin. For the record, it's spare 4. He'll get the 4. Not impossible, but man, a 7-6-10 to win your first title. That's close. Ooh! It almost came off the back after all that. It doesn't. Oh, what a heartbreaking ending for Rowdy. But for one person's heartbreak, there's always another person's joy. And Jackson Garten steals one for today's JBT title. My goodness gracious. Ah, crowd never knows how to react to that, 'cause you don't want to, you know, you're apologizing to one kid and happy for the other. That's bowling, that's sports. And that's a moment that Rowdy would love to have back. But he's still got time for that to happen. It'll just have to be a couple hours down the I-25. Great weekend nonetheless here in Pueblo. We'll do it all over again in Tucson in just a few days. Keep watching these videos and spreading the word.